Morning, shipmates, or I should say maybe good afternoon. It's Captain Jim coming to you from on board the Happy Hippie, who may not be all that happy this morning. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. Good news is I'm talking to you from Texas waters. We're in Port Arthur, Texas. I'm currently anchored in the Sabine Channel off to one side, the Texas side. If you look over that way, I'd be in Louisiana, but over here, we're in Texas. That's the good news. 40 days and 40 nights from the time we left Tampa Bay to Texas. And we're here. We're home. I'm not in Corpus Christi yet, but there's something about a Texan that says, you know, as long as you're in Texas somewhere, you're home. And that's kind of how I feel this morning. Okay, here's the bad news. In my excitement and in my zeal to get here last night, as I was cutting across the entry to the channel here, coming from the east like I was, I missed my entry point by one buoy. And as I was approaching the buoy, I'm watching it, and all suddenly I see this line in the water. And in the time it took me to see it, recognize it, understand what it was, and what it was a concrete breaker running the entire length of the channel. In that split second, I hit it at about 3.5 knots. And this morning I have a hole in the bow of the boat. It's just a small trickle. I'm going to try to fix it when I get to Galveston, providing it holds up that long. The bilge pump is handling it real well. It kicks on about every 3 to 5 minutes, just for an instant. So it's not a big hole, but these, as my friend Nathan explained to me, these things flex as they move through the water and blah blah blah, and that hole could continue to open up. So I'm going to try to get some underwater epoxy when I get over there, something you can apply underwater. If not, I got a B plan. If I have to go to that, I'll explain it to you later. But anyway, it's all part of sailing. It's part of the experience. It's part of learning about being at sea. Speaking of being at sea, I was out in the open Gulf for 6 days. That tested my endurance. It really took me to my limits, and it got me to a point where I knew me a little better, and I'm proud of myself. I got here. I got here. That's maybe one of the reasons I made that mistake last night. The exhaustion and the mental fatigue and everything. Maybe I was or I was making bad decisions. We do that sometimes. Hey, it's part of what we call life. It's part of all life's experiences. And this one's been a great one thus far, and I'm looking forward to continuing this trip and getting back to Corpus. In the meantime, peace and love from the Happy Hippie, and we'll keep you updated, okay? If you don't hear from me no more, the hole got bigger and we went down. Talk to you later.